measure? What's your poison? What's your pleasure?
Tonight's topics. My bad. What's the story, Raw fans? Tonight's topics in the Wrestle Story include
Maria is the 24/7 champion.
New tag team champions.
And Brock kills Seth. The way I wrote that was horrible.
Yes. All that more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, and every Wednesday after NXT, and of course after every pay-per-view.
Tonight.
Hello, Scott. How is it going other than you did not like Raw? And I'm going to agree with you.
I didn't think it was horrible. Like, I don't know, there were bits and pieces that I liked.
Considering you're building up, or should be building up, for SummerSlam, I have no clue what this was.
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of difficult because I felt like it was a decent show. I also felt like part of the show was just kind of like, you know?
A lot of the show is...
And so, like, I don't know. I just thought it was a difficult show for me. Because, like I said, I like some bits, but I just didn't really like other bits. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and start off with the beginning of the show. We had the 24/7 Mosh Pit mixed tag team match, which was Mella and Truth versus Maverick and his wife Renee.
Yes, this was a very important match.
Considering what happened, I don't quite understand why we did this. Because I thought we were going to get something out of it, like Mella would be champ, or like his wife would take the belt and become champ, and then they'd be like, what? That's not what we agreed to. Like, I thought they could have done that with this, if that was what we could do. But the way they explain it, I hate the way they do mixed tag matches, honestly, because it's not intergender, so they, like... But the way they said it, though, the odd thing was is if they said that if Carmella got the pin, then the title would stay on Truth. And if Maverick's wife got the pin, then Maverick would be champ. So, like, why couldn't you let them, if they got the pin, let them be champ? That's what I don't understand, because I thought that would be fun. If Renee had won the championship and then Drake was like, seriously? This is not what we agreed to.
It would have been more... Maverick wrestling on back-to-back nights this week.
Yeah, he is. He's wrestling. Maria. He's wrestling tomorrow. I'm actually really excited about it.
Okay, here's my thought on it. The idea
like the microphone is like really close to us. Whoa.
The whole idea is 24/7. You like wrestle anywhere, anytime. So why are we even having a match for the 24/7 title?
don't know.
They could have had some other match here. And showed the 24/7 in the back, Maria pinning R-Truth, if that was the plan. Or Mike pinning R-Truth and then Maria pinning Mike. I mean, I don't get the whole idea behind this.
Because reasons. I don't know. I felt like this segment, I thought something different was going to happen, but Truth retained, and then they all the superstars that were surrounding the ring, they ended up getting in the ring, and then they dogpiled on Truth, and Mike Kanellis happened to be at the bottom, and he pinned Truth. And then he snuck out, and nobody realized that he snuck out.
I don't know. It's just, this whole thing started off bad, I thought.
Yeah.
This whole show.
So then after that, Mike's backstage, and he's, in this room or whatever, and then Maria, comes and knocks on the door and is like, let me in. He's like, are you sure you're my real wife? She's like, yes, let me in. So he did. And, it was a segment. I mean, it wasn't After that happened, I was like, come on. She's winning the 24/7 championship. Isn't this obvious?
Yeah.
At this point, I was like, she's winning it.
Yeah.
It's just obvious.
Pretty
so
much. I want to jump through my window and roll.
So yeah, it was a segment. So then we had the Gauntlet Match to determine AJ's number 1 contender for SummerSlam.
Okay.
I would like to know. Okay, I was kind of, I don't want to say, I mean, I thought this would be decent. They started off the match with Rey and Cesaro. They had Rey go over Cesaro. At that point, I was just kind of like, this is kind of a joke. Why are you having Rey go over your talent? Shouldn't he be putting over the talent and letting them win?
I don't know.
He's like a veteran. He's a veteran figure at this point. I'm not saying that he shouldn't get any more title shots.
Because reasons.
But I don't know. I just don't think he should be getting as many opportunities.
My question, okay,
as the other people. Again, another question would be, why did we have this in the first place if Ricochet was just gonna walk out with the match anyways? Because he already had that storyline with AJ, so he could have just said, "Hey, I'm your new number 1 contender, and I get a match at SummerSlam." Because they've done that with everybody else. So why didn't they just do that with this? Because, what was the purpose? Because you got people's hopes up about wanting Andrade to go to SummerSlam. I really wanted Andrade to go to SummerSlam because I really want him to have a shot at the title because I feel like he deserves it. He is super good, and I feel like he's really overlooked right now just because they're using a whole bunch of other people. Sami, they had him get squashed. They had him get rolled up by Rey and finished. And Cesaro, who's been a big dude the last several weeks in the mid-card division. And he just got pinned by Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Make any sense?
The whole thing didn't make sense.
I would like Andrade to be going for a higher title at this point. I'm not going to lie, Scott. He is beneath. It is beneath Andrade, the U.S. title is. I feel like he should be going for a bigger one. But if they're going to give him something, let him take the opportunity and, just have him be, I don't know, just give him a push somewhere. I don't know. I would just rather have him be given a push, for the U.S. title than to not be given a push at all, which is what he's getting right now. So, but I do agree with you. It is, the U.S. title is beneath him. He should be going for a higher title. But it's just, I don't know. It's just,
I don't like these types of matches anyway. Not for determining who's going to be going for the title.
So, Ricochet ends up getting the win, and as I said, I don't quite see the point to this, to even having this match if Ricochet was going to win in the first place. He could have the Samoa Joe. He could, the push where he loses every week. We don't want that. Joe can hold on to that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was just kind of
Again, this whole thing was, I don't think
it was bad, but I just didn't like the fact that we had it in the first place because Ricochet was the one who was going to walk out with the championship opportunity either way. We could have just skipped this whole thing, which took up most of the...
Joe is the new Kurt Hawkins.
which took up most of the first hour of the show. We could have just skipped this thing entirely and just said, hey, Ricochet's got the title match.
Maybe that's the plan, Scott. Joe's going for Kurt Hawkins' record.
Oh, boy. The losing streak of 271,000. Yeah.
The match needs a stipulation. I don't know. The thing is, you know, the stakes were okay, but if you're going to have a match like this, don't put a title, you know, on the line or a chance to go for a title on the line.
You know, I think, Scott, you said it before. It was very predictable in the sense that it's almost super obvious that Ricochet's going to win.
And by the way, high export.
Oh, yeah. Hey, export. Sorry. We didn't say that. We just kind of read your comment.
Yeah.
No, but it was very predictable. I felt like tonight's show overall was pretty predictable.
Yeah.
Like...
I felt overall the show was just weak.
I don't know. Like I said, I was torn because I didn't think it was bad, but I also didn't think it was great. Next week, probably. Oh, boy. Just what we need. No, I don't know. It's just me. So then we had Mike and Maria backstage. And Maria's like, Mike, lay down on the floor. Now. Ref, come here. He's like, what? What? Like a sad little puppy dog. Like, what? What? No. It's my championship.
Yeah, well,
Please don't take it.
this was another pointless thing.
And then
So now you've ruined the 24/7 title.
she pins him. The ref was not amused.
No.
If you look at the photos, it's really funny. It was just really funny. Like, it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. So, yeah. Maria is the new 24/7 champion. How long is she going to hold this? Because...
9 months.
Because, like...
Or 8 months, depending on how far along she is.
You know, I don't know if anybody's going to touch her. I mean, you almost can't. So, Mania. So, I mean, like, I don't know. It was smart. You know, I'm going to be the 24/7 champ and nobody can touch me.
I don't
But
know.
it's just like, what are we going to do with it now? Is the 24/7 championship not going to be on TV for the next year?
Maybe they're getting rid of it. I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems, it's dumb. It is dumb.
It is dumb.
Dumb. So then we have Moment of Bliss. I didn't quite understand why we're having Moment of Bliss either. I was like, what? Alexa has a match later. Why is she doing Moment of Bliss? This wasn't scratched, was it?
Oh, it's definitely going to ruin the title. I think it's already ruined the title. I mean, everything they had going with that. That was the best thing going in WWE right now.
And then they put it on Maria.
And then they did this.
Nothing against Maria, but, you know, it was stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, the way they did it is dumb.
So, Moment of Bliss, Alexa and Nikki come out, and they're like, we have a horrible video to show you guys. This is from earlier today. We play the video. It is of Becky attacking Natalya at, like, earlier in the day. They were like, hold up, let me start over. Natalya was practicing with Fit Finlay on how to get out of the disarm her submission. Becky didn't like that. She came into the ring, kicked Finlay, and then put, I don't know, something else. She then put Natalya in the disarm her, and then got out of it and walked away. Oh, and then the other funny part about this was that it was hilarious, and you just had to, like, really listen, but she yelled at Fit Finlay because he's, like, Irish and stuff. She was like, you traitor! You traitor! I can't believe you!
I was okay with this. I mean,
I thought that bit was funny.
Well, I thought
but you had to like really listen to get it.
I thought the moment of bliss was okay because it told, a story, and it explained why Natalya came out and attacked Becky later.
I had a feeling she was going to come out and attack her anyways.
But this sets up a story
Have you seen them going back and forth on Twitter?
What did I tell you they were doing with Becky?
You said that they're trying to turn a heel.
Yes.
No, and I get that. They're giving her some...
Hey,
Shane, what's up? They're giving her some heat, is what they're doing. Well, I skipped it. They're putting some heat on Becky. I know a lot of people I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying, after she put up that picture where she had the... so Finley gave her a chance at Rome. I mean, he's a traitor.
We will be here, Shane.
Shane, what's up, guys? How's it going? Be right back.
It puts up a bunch of fire. And maybe he's on fire. He's going to put himself out right now.
No, but I saw a lot of people on Twitter after Becky put up that photo, with it was the Canadian flag and she put a shamrock over top of it. People were like, you know what? I don't know if this would get her. Yo,
how you doing, little fettuccine? What happened tonight? If you didn't watch it, I'm assuming you didn't since you're asking. You didn't miss anything. It was weak.
Yeah. I will say the last bit of the show was, decent. But, most of the show was just kind of...
Sorry, Maven, but Scott wants...
I know. He said he's done with Becky and Seth. And he wants Nattie to win. If James was in the chat, he's the Becky police.
Yeah.
You'd have major problems, Scott. You'd be in trouble. You'd be in big trouble. So, anyways, as I was saying, Becky Twitter, Canadian flag, Irish thing over top of it. Irish four-leaf clover, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Shamrock. Jeez.
Is Seth going to make it?
I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But a lot of people were like, you know what? I don't know if this would get Becky so much heat in Canada that it's going to be, absolutely crazy, or if people would be, cheering for her. I don't know which. But somebody said something, along the lines of, she needs to come out with the Canadian flag and she needs to put the shamrock over it. And we need to do, a Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels situation.
Yeah.
Bret Hart, Stone Cold, whatever you want to compare it to. They need to do something like that.
Yeah. It'd be okay.
I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if she'd get major heat or if she would get people behind her. It'd
know,
probably be 50-50.
They're definitely trying to change her. So, I don't know,
I don't think she's going to lose anybody, though. If I'm being honest.
Depends on who she fights.
I don't even know if it depends on that.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I do agree with that. I think it's going to be pretty nuts.
I think so, too.
It's a good thing James isn't in the chat because I've been contemplating this all day. I was like, you know what? I love Becky. Becky's great, Everybody loves Becky. Well, most people like Becky. Except Scott. Scott doesn't like Becky anymore, so, that's cool. But I like Becky. And, I will always be behind Becky. But just so I can have a chance at, winning my championship back, I feel like I almost have to do the smart thing. And potentially go against everything James and I believe. Because I really want my belt back, guys.
Yeah.
And so I might have to predict Natalya.
You can wait and talk about that later.
No, but I just might have to.
What's next for Brock after this Seth feud? I think Who knows? Because I don't know where they're going with anything.
I don't either, but I have a couple questions, and I want to answer those questions in just a little bit. Cool. Glad we all agree on that. So, continuing with the Moment of Bliss segment, then Becky gets on the screen, and she responds, and she's, like, mean. Not mean, but aggressive.
Yeah.
And is like, I'm done playing. Careful when you turn your head, Alexa, that you don't break yourself in half. I thought that was a funny comment. Something along the lines of that. So, yeah, that was fun. Then we get the tag team match. We got the Usos versus the Revival versus OC for the championships.
We have never seen the Usos versus the Revival in any match before.
No, they've had a total of, like...
11,000 matches.
Yeah, like, pay-per-view wise, they've had, like, 10 matches against each other, and then, like, I don't even know how many it would be if you, like, included Raws and SmackDowns. Probably a lot. Probably close to 15. 20, maybe. Times in the last, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I mean,
and
I don't know.
I think one of the issues with this match was, it was pretty obvious. You know, it was either going to be the Revival or OC. They couldn't give it to the Usos.
Well, but Colin did bring up a good point that last time Usos got in trouble, they won the championships that weekend.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think it was pretty obvious that I thought OC was going to win, and that was my pick from the beginning. But I wouldn't have been shocked if Usos had won them or if Revival had retained them. I'm glad they put the belts on OC. I think that was the right decision. Maybe Usos versus OC at SummerSlam?
I don't know, but this was another match I thought, you know, was kind of pointless.
Because
I hate matches.
I would really like to see OC versus the Viking Raiders for the titles. I'm glad they didn't reward the Usos because of Jimmy's actions. I do agree with that.
Which tag team has the best finisher ever?
Magic Killer's pretty good, though. Like, for OC. That is what it's called, right? Magic Killer?
Yeah, something like that.
The
Yeah,
thing
I
where
think
it's
so.
like, do-do-do-do, flippy-doo.
Yeah.
It's like a gator roll. But, like, in the air. You know? It's cool. I mean, I think that one's pretty cool. I do agree with that export. You know, I don't necessarily know if they should be... Thor's hammer's a pretty good finisher. I don't know if they should, like, be... I don't know if it's definitely the right move to put them on TV right after something like this happens. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, really? Like, this isn't cool. Like, you need to get these guys some help or something, because this is, like, in the last 6 months, they've been arrested a lot.
Okay.
And a lot of people are like, well, help them or tell them, sorry, here's the door. Because, like, they're, like, representing their company. And so I don't necessarily think it's a good thing to put them on TV. I thought it was really funny that when they did their intro, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary, the one Uso threw the microphone. I didn't want to say that. That was funny. That was really funny. I died laughing.
Yeah. I don't know. What does anybody think about the Usos being on right after having their issues? I mean, me personally, I don't have an issue with it.
I don't have, like, an issue. I don't have, like, an issue with it. But, like, I see what people are saying when it doesn't necessarily look good if you put them on TV right after, or something like this has happened with them. And it's happened so often in the last several months that it's, you know, you look at it and you say, okay, well, help them, or, you know, tell them. And I do get that. I totally get the Raw Tag Team division is thin, and I wonder if that's part of the thing, is they're like, oh, well, we don't want to put them out for a while because they're like a big part of the tag team division, which I understand.
Good to see your back, Shane.
Hey, Shane.
Did you get the fire out?
Did you get the fire out? We're discussing the Usos and their recent things. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a problem with them being on TV. Usos.
We were talking about the Usos revival in OC.
Yes.
And we were talking about, I asked everybody in chat, I said, do you think that the Usos should be on TV this quick after their issue?
And I said, I don't have a problem with it, but I understand where people are coming from, where they're saying, you know, this isn't cool and I don't think it's a good look to put people who were just, you know, like, you know.
Yes, you have a problem with it, or yes, you're okay with them being on? Vince got a thing for the Samoans, definitely.
Totally. 100%. Don't doubt that. But I don't know. I do understand where people are coming from. As bad as drunk driving.
Here's my thought. Should be on. So you're cool with them being on.
I don't have a problem with them being on, but I do understand what people are saying, where they don't necessarily think it's a great thing just because they were in such a recent incident and it's not good. And, you know, like I said, it's happened so much.
The problem is,
so
if it's any other job that's not in the public spotlight.
It's happened so... But the thing is, like, they're supposed to be, like, faces of the company.
Okay.
And so, like, in that aspect of it, I get it, where, you know, you wouldn't want one of your, you know, as bad as drunk driving is, you shouldn't give up on Jimmy. He has a problem. Yeah. Like, I think they like, need to help him, or they need to do something, you know? Like, offer him some help, like they've done with other people. And, you know, let him take up that offer and go fix himself and then be cool, you know?
I agree, export.
Like...
The thing is what other tag teams do they have that they've actually... Uh-oh. We just got kicked off. Maybe. We're back. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it, but I do understand where people are coming from.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's a situation where, just to be clear, this is first DUI as bad as his drunk driving. Yeah.
Nah, you're back.
Okay, cool.
We're good.
We have a lot of buffering going on here, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. Weird.
So, you know, I just think that...
Jets have Street Profits pulled double duty.
They just as well. I mean, they're there anyway.
I don't get
I mean,
that,
you know...
I thought my internet was bad. No, I think it's us. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. Anyways, continue your thought.
Yeah. I don't even know where my thought was now.
Usos.
Tag teams.
Usos.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
Usos.
we were talking about.
I mean, there's just not a lot of tag teams.
And I understand that, so you don't really want to boot them off TV because they need them.
Well...
You went offline again. I don't know what's happening. I do think...
All right. Apparently we're
back. I don't know. But yeah, no. I do think...
Are we back again? We had this happen one other time before.
Yeah, one other time before. And then the next day it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Like, within an hour after we got done streaming, it was fine. We're not dropping frames right now, so maybe we're good.
Are we good?
Is everybody still there?
Psych! Okay.
All right, good.
I think we're good
At least Shane's there.
Yes, good. Shane is our,
Yeah.
Shane. It's cool. We're all good. Anyways, OC gets the win. Anthony
is there.
What's up? Anthony
Awesome.
we went offline and we came back and Anthony just showed up out of nowhere. He was like, poof.
Yeah.
Like, boom.
Hey,
The tag
division is a mass.
A mass.
Mass?
A mess.
Or a mess.
Or both.
Could be both.
I mean, whatever. So yeah, OC gets the win. I think it was the right decision putting the belts on them.
Shane did
it. I think debatable that I'm here. I think it was probably the best decision to put the titles on OC. Well, then we had a sad match after this. Viking Raiders.
Why is it sad? It's what they've been doing to him.
No, I hate this. I'm so done with this. Like, what is the purpose of them being on the main roster if this is what you're going to do with them? I don't understand this. Like, this, like, legitimately makes me mad that you brought up the Viking Raiders to have them then drop the titles that they had from NXT. You have them change their freaking name 82 times, and then you do this to them. Come on. Like, this is a joke. What are you doing with them? There is no purpose of them being on the main roster. There really isn't. No. Send them back to NXT. Let Triple H fix them again. Turn them back into the War Raiders. Change their names back to Hanson and Rowe. And then have them come back up. And then tell Vince, say, nope, sorry. Sorry. You're not changing their names. They are who they are. And this is it.
You subscribe to the network, Maven?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Actually, Maven doesn't subscribe.
I don't subscribe to it.
I do.
But I watch it. So. No.
Yeah.
This is just dumb. I don't understand it.
Yeah, they're definitely a failure. Well, I don't know that they're a failure. I think
they aren't
what
a
they're
failure.
Doing with them
what Vince has done with them is a failure.
Definitely.
Vince, if anything, has made them failures.
Go watch Superstars.
Like, I don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Purpose of them being on the main roster is what? There is no purpose.
No.
Send them back to NXT. From way back, enhancement talent is important. I don't know, man. I just don't like this.
Definitely a Shane. I know what you're saying.
Awesome. This is stupid, though.
I just don't like...
This is stupid.
On Raw
like,
and SmackDown
like,
doing
no.
it this way. When you have that much talent.
Okay, thoughts on the new update on... I love it. Just saying.
I haven't played with it enough. From what I've seen, it doesn't look bad. Remember they had a classic with Ricochet and Black? Me either.
See, it's just kind of like it's left my mind.
Well, did they like fire Black?
I don't know.
Too much being built right now. Let it happen.
I just don't like this. Like, they've been doing this with the Viking Raiders for... You guys will never guess who actually won this match. Totally the jobbers. Not a chance in my mind that I thought Viking Raiders would ever win. No, Raiders won. It was sucky. Like, I'm just tired of them being put in this situation. Like, it's crap. Because they're so much better than this.
Yeah.
Like, just seriously, they just are. And it's a joke. It makes me mad. Because, like, they're worth so much more than what they're being used as. I wonder how they feel. They must feel excellent going out there every week to fight these skinny little twig nobodies from wherever they're at.
Yeah.
Like, that's just got to be great.
Yep.
It's so stupid. So.
Will we ever get a Rey versus?
Oh, no. No.
It would be interesting.
It'd be interesting, but no.
But I don't think you're ever going to get it.
I don't want to see that, man.
And he'll send you back down to NXT.
Please. Please. He'll do it. No. I don't know, guys. It was just messed up. Yeah. Not a good segment. I hate what they're doing with the Raiders. So then we get Becky versus Alexa. So partially through this match, Alexa gets hurt. She's like screws up her ankle or whatever. I thought she was hurt. She like acted it out really well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I didn't know if it was part of
Well, when it
the
was
show
happening, I was
or
questioning, was it real or was it like...
Well, then we came back and she was sitting there at ringside with the chair and I was like, okay, I got this. You're not actually hurt. Because if you were actually hurt, you'd be back there
well,
like
I
getting
figured
checked
after
out.
Nikki came up and said that
well,
she
yeah,
wanted to fight, I figured it was all
she was
part of the...
Yeah. But she sold it really well. And in the moment, I was kind of like, is she actually hurt? Or did she... Like... What just happened?
Definitely. I think it'd be a huge match.
I mean, I'm not denying that it would be.
Yeah. And I think people would like to see it.
Yeah. I mean, after
Because
tonight,
there's some meaning to it.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
I mean, yeah. So Alexa gets hurt. Can't finish competing. So they call the match with Alexa can't finish competing. And Becky essentially gets the win. And then Nikki gets up on the apron and is like, you hurt my friend, blah, 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 blah. You hurt my friend. You get in my face. I'm going to get in your face. And why don't we fight each other? You want a match? Fine, I'll give you a match. So she got a match. And then we go to commercial break again. And we come back and we get Nikki versus Becky. And I thought this was a good match. For what it's worth.
Well, this is probably the one thing that made, well, maybe two things that made a lot of sense.
I do agree. I think they did build more of a story here. And then in the next segment.
I don't want Alexa anywhere near the ring, to be honest.
I mean, I totally understand that, just based upon how many injuries she had and, like, who will get a bigger pop. Kevin. I'm sorry. Kevin. It's not even a debatable question, Kevin.
Maybe.
Kevin. He's taking out Shane McMahon, guys. He has a match with Shane.
Too fragile export.
Like, he has a match with Shane, guys. He's going to get a bigger pop because people are going to be like, yes. Go mess up Shane.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But
I do also think that it could be, I was going to say, I think KO is going to get the bigger pop, but I feel like it also could be pretty close, depending on how they build up the rest of the storyline for
I think if they keep building
Becky and Nattie.
If they do what I think they could do with this, Becky could be like, okay, Canada sucks. I don't want anything to do with Canada. They could be off the map. I don't care about them. If they do that over the next couple weeks, then I could see Natalya getting a big pop during their match.
Yeah. But if not, Kevin's getting the bigger reaction. Like, not a doubt in my mind. So, Becky gets the win. And then Alexa being Alexa, she gets back in the ring. Alexa gets back in the ring and attacks Becky.
Sharpshooter in the middle of the ring in Toronto after having Becky badmouth Canada for the next couple weeks.
Okay. We'll continue sharing thoughts after this segment is over. Alexa attacks Becky, and then Natalya comes down to kind of like save Becky. I kind of questioned this. I was like, what the heck?
Did you get him?
No.
No, I saw him flying around.
Just got in my face. Sorry, guys. That was probably really loud. But no. Nattie comes down to save Becky, but Becky then gets attacked by, hey, Elijah, what's up? Then Becky gets attacked by Natalya and gets put in the sharpshooter.
What'd you think of the show, Elijah?
So, sharing thoughts, guys.
Again,
there's a lot of different ways they could go with this at this point. I was saying I wasn't super interested in this match. I'm more interested now than I was. I'm still not like, wow, SummerSlam match. But I am more interested in it than I was in the beginning. Just based upon them building it up the last week. SummerSlam is 2 weeks away, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that doesn't seem right.
Nope. It's going to be real quick.
Because I feel like it should be farther out than that. But we only have 2 more weeks to, like, build stuff up. Which seems crazy to me. Because I did talk to Colin, and he was like, generally it's closer to the end of August. But not this time. It's early. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just feels like it should be.
I don't know. I think the build-up's been kind of weak.
I mean, I think the build-up has been decent, and it's helped me a little bit to being, like, more interested in it. But, like, I don't know. I just don't, it's not, like I said, it's not a SummerSlam-y match. Compared to I've said this so many times over the last 2 weeks, compared to previous SummerSlam matches, it's not super interesting compared to other ones. So it doesn't really feel like a SummerSlam match. You know what I mean? The build-up has helped a little bit. Like, the little bit of build-up that they've done, I think it's helped some to get me more interested in it. But I don't think I'm going to be on board with it being, it's not going to become a main, like, huge SummerSlam match compared to other previous ones. It's just not.
No.
Like, I don't know. It's not, I don't know. It's just, it's not.
Maria was hilarious, and I like the aggressive Nattie. So Elijah, I thought the whole segment with Maria, was hilarious and the way they did it. But now I think you've ruined the 24/7 title. Because what are you going to do with her and her being pregnant?
I don't know.
Man, I don't know that there's really anything you can do with it.
Will the Orton and Kofi feud continue after SummerSlam?
No.
I don't think so either. Because I think Kofi's dropping the title.
Depends on if Orton wants to come back and be like,
Big dog champ.
all the time.
Yeah. I do, yeah. Yeah. So then after this is over, we get Natalya backstage and
Patterson bump.
didn't kill it. Guys, I missed it. No, we get Natalya backstage and she is talking to what's her face? Not Charlie, the other one. Not Sarah, the other one. Kayla. Took me a second. She's talking to Kayla. And she is like, you know what? I would challenge Becky to a submission versus submission match at SummerSlam. My superior sharpshooter to her, whatever the other word was, disarm her. But I'm not going to because I know she won't accept. And then she walks off, and I was like,
Go ahead, speak.
that would have made your match great. Like, why wouldn't you have put out that challenge for a submission match? Like, what? That was stupid. Like that was stupid.
Nattie heel low.
Like, come on, dude.
So is she the heel?
I guess.
Or is Becky
But
the
I
heel?
don't really know because they're both like...
That would be interesting.
You know what? I kind of thought that. I did kind of think that for a split second, that maybe the whole thing is fake. The whole thing is fake, and she's like, you know what?
To get Becky to do it. Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways that this match could go down.
See, I get a sense, Shane, that they're kind of trying to make Becky heel. Especially knowing that they're going to Toronto for SummerSlam.
To get her some heat so Nattie gets more cheers. Yeah. Because right now, if you put Becky in there the way she is right now, and you put Nattie in there, I think there would be people behind Natalya just because it's Canada. But I almost feel like people would be more inclined to cheer for Becky.
I agree, Seth will get booed out of the building.
Just based upon what we've seen. I don't know.
Heel psychology, I thought that too. I still think that, I would agree with you, but just based on the fact that they showed Becky attacking Natalya on Moment of Bliss for no reason.
Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be heel though, because they've been going back and forth. I mean, if you're trying to tie everything together.
Okay, but if you're a face, you don't go attack somebody because they're in the middle of the ring practicing.
Well, if I was a face, I would. I guess that'd kind of make me heel, but whatever. But it doesn't, there's a fine line. I do agree with that. I think no matter what, Nattie will get cheers. But, I don't know. I feel like it'll be pretty 50-50 right now.
I think it depends on what they do over the next week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to put both of them in there right now, I feel like Nattie would get cheers, but Becky's also going to get cheers.
If she starts bad-mouthing Canada, I could see a lot of people,
to kind of play off of that and just not redo those whole storylines, but just take bits and pieces
Steel
to
Heart
make it
Foundation
interesting.
versus USA. Yeah, I could see him doing something like that, and which is why I think that depending on how they do this with Becky Lynch, could determine who's going to get the cheers and things like that at SummerSlam.
I think I saw someone else on Twitter say something about along the lines of like, well, not only the flag thing, have her come out and kind of disrespect the flag, but then also have her. I guess it would be more so to kind of get to Nattie, but have her kind of make fun of Brett. Have her come out like in Brett gear, make fun of Brett.
Oh, I have no doubt they're going to do an AEW chant.
They do all the time though, so
Yeah.
I think it could be very interesting.
Yeah.
Another somebody to kind of where was I going with this? I don't know where I'm going with this. Hold on.
I don't know either.
Wait, let me regain my thoughts. Okay, they're regained. No, but I saw somebody else say something just to kind of keep Becky looking pretty strong. If they're gonna put the title on Nattie and they want to do it by submission, don't have her tap out, just have her pass out. Like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
So she kind of keeps some of that integrity,
Yeah.
Which I do think that would be probably the best thing. Would be to have her just pass out.
Probably.
Instead of having her tap out. Again, like I said, have her keep integrity.
Yeah.
To get to do the man thing.
Yeah.
Because, I think that'd make more sense.
Yeah. Talking about the new champ, Nattie.
Stop, Shane. I told you if James was in the chat, he'd be killing me, guys. I would be murdered.
Ding.
I would be murdered. Stop.
I hope
No,
not.
we don't need that.
No.
We don't need that. Okay, we don't, guys. We don't.
That'd be
Now-
interesting, though.
Has nothing to do with Stephanie. Sorry. This is still talking about Becky and Nattie. The interesting thing, I won't lose to KO. No, but where? My gosh, guys, my thoughts are not together. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say something else and I can't remember what.
You lost your train of thought.
I did. I lost
Good
my
job.
train of thought. Yes.
Speaking of Shane, is this that we haven't seen Shane?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Doing things right, guys. It'd be even better if we didn't see Shane on SmackDown, but beggars can't be choosers.
Well, he's part
So,
of the storyline, so he
Well,
has to be there.
I don't really care. He could be from his car and somewhere else.
Okay, whatever.
No, Lacey isn't injured as far as I know. She's just not on TV. They're not using her. They're using her at live events, though. So, I would assume she's not injured.
She is the same place that all the wrestlers that never see TV are. Like that deep, dark place where
The deep, dark hole.
nobody ever sees them.
The deep, deep, deep.
Loser eats. Me versus Cat. That's funny.
What's next for KO after Shane feud?
Don't
Don't have a clue. Away from the title picture, as she should be. Well, I mean, you're not wrong there, Export. Though she shouldn't have been in the title spot to begin with, but, we had to deal with her for, 2-3 months.
I don't know if the KO Shane thing's going to be over at SummerSlam.
I want it to be so bad, but... I want it to be so bad.
Main event.
Has she been on main event?
Alright.
I'm gonna smack you. This is dumb fly.
What match are you looking forward to the most at SummerSlam weekend? Well, I know what she's going to say.
What?
What match are you looking forward to the most for
Which-
SummerSlam weekend?
Okay, guess.
The Becky match.
Yes and no.
Kevin Owens match. Okay, so what match are you looking forward to?
I'm actually shockingly excited for the,
Yeah, that match. That's a good
This
match.
isn't on the SummerSlam card, but SummerSlam weekend. I know we've seen Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano a million times at this point, but I don't know. I really look forward to their matches because they're always good.
Yeah.
So that one. Then Becky.
Io versus Candice.
Oh!
I
don't even think it's been announced yet.
That'll be a good one.
But
Ricochet
yeah,
and
Ricochet and AJ.
That'll be a good one.
I don't know.
For the 98th time.
Oof!
That's the only thing about the Ricochet and AJ is the fact that they've wrestled each other 900 times.
I would say Finn versus Bray.
Stratus versus Flair could be a good one.
That's going to take form tomorrow. Guys, there's a possibility that we're getting 4 women's matches on their SummerSlam card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good matches.
Ali versus Nakamura. I really want to see that too for the IC title. And I want Ali to win.
You know what? Thinking about this.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of that, Smackville, pointless show. Would not recommend watching it. Just thought I'd put that out there, guys.
For as much as they have not really built, I mean, in my opinion, they really haven't built.
Strong versus Dream versus June? Yeah. Yeah.
For as much as they really haven't built up any of these storylines, I think there's going to be some good matches.
I do too. As I said, Stratus versus Flair, that should be taking shape tomorrow. I don't understand. I wouldn't see any other reason other than that to have Trish on, SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte's going to interrupt it. It is going to be a big weekend. So it should be...
Should be a good weekend.
Should be good.
Yeah.
I mean, match-wise.
Yeah.
Not really super disappointed. Shouldn't be, at least.
Yeah.
Unless both shows completely bomb. But, with TakeOver never bombs, so.
Yeah.
TakeOver's always good. So, then we get a Braun and Maria segment backstage. I don't quite understand the purpose of this either. Maria's like, oh yeah, I'm the champion. Take photos of me, blah, 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 blah. Who will Daniel Bryan be wrestling if he's there? I don't know. Bryan hasn't been on TV and...
I don't think he's going to wrestle.
I don't either. Is he hurt?
I don't know what they're doing with
And
him.
I've seen lots of rumors that he's going to be the new manager for 205 Live. Oh, what if they announce Stratus versus Blaze?
That'd be interesting.
Lacey has been going back and forth with Alundra Blaze on Twitter. She's been like, why don't you come fight me in the ring, fool? I don't even know who you are.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be Stratus versus Flair.
I would think so.
I mean, just based on,
And then I would think Charlotte would go over.
Yeah.
Because why have Stratus go over? No purpose. I mean, aside from she's Canadian.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be it. But no, I'm saying before, we have a possibility of having 4 women's matches. We have the Raw Championship, SmackDown, Charlotte versus Trish, and then the women's tag match. That's a big deal to have 4 women's matches on the card. If they announce tag match, guys, if there is a women's tag match, that'll be the first time that the tag team championships have been defended on pay-per-view since the Iconics have won them.
Tag team match.
There hasn't. Exactly. Exactly. If there is a tag team match, it will be the first time the Iconics have defended them on pay-per-view. That is sad. Just have to put that out there.
Favorite entrance music? Well, that one's easy for me.
Aleister Black?
No.
Hulk Hogan?
No.
Macho Man?
No.
Stone Cold?
No.
Rock?
No.
I'm running out of guesses.
Sad. Definitely
Becky
sad.
Lynch. I got it.
You're saying Becky Lynch is my favorite entrance music?
Yes.
No.
Seth Rollins?
No.
No.
You're not even close.
Is it an old dude?
Yeah.
Ric Flair?
No.
Gosh. Undertaker?
Elijah hit it. Undertaker.
Oh,
there we are.
I mean, it's good. But, if I want pump-up jams, I listen to Becky or Seth's.
So then we have Seth versus Dolph.
Right now or ever?
I assumed he meant ever.
Hey, Chaos, what's up?
How you doing, Chaos?
I missed most of the show. Saw the club won the tag titles. Yes, Bret Hart's music is pretty good too, though.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Really? Kabuki Warriors lost to the Iconics in a dark match at Smackville. Pretty sad, if you ask me. That is sad.
Why do they have dark matches?
It's not like a dark match. It was like,
Well, I get that. I know what they're saying.
yo, Forgetty.
Hello, Forgetty.
What's up? Hey, yo. No, but I don't understand. It wasn't like it's not like a dark match because they only showed. Gleen is so mainstream. No, but like it wasn't. No, he didn't.
No.
Should have.
And I was hoping that he would show up during the Brock segment.
Taking Brock out.
Yes.
That would have been excellent. WWE, you're stupid. You should have booked that. Seriously. Like, for reals. That's garbage.
Yeah, I think.
Well, we should have had a Firefly Funhouse segment. Like, one of the two.
Well, they passed up a perfect opportunity here to have him attack somebody.
That would have been excellent.
A champion.
No, and Brock Lesnar's the beast.
Well, then
like,
just
nobody
show,
can touch him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They could have done this, and then you would have known nobody's safe with, the Fiend.
Wow, that would have been so smart. They're so stupid.
I should be writing for him.
You really should. We should.
Yes.
If he goes, I go. It's kind of a double person job. Like,
Yeah.
I got good ideas. He's got good ideas. So, Anyways.
So you're gonna talk about these?
He can't just attack Brock until after Seth gets beat up again. I don't know, man. It would have been fantastic. My favorite entrance.
Taz and the Brood.
Taz and the Brood.
The Brood is good. I
Do
like
you
their
like the Brood?
entrance.
They're pretty cool.
What's next for Bray after Finn?
Not a clue.
I hope he just takes out everybody.
I do too. Like, honestly.
I want him to just pick people off one at a time.
Doesn't matter who they are. And then just have them disappear.
Right now, it's the best story going in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Bray Wyatt, and they didn't even have him on TV. Is it going to show up on SmackDown tomorrow? Guys, Finn is injured. We knew this.
That'd be interesting if he showed up on SmackDown tomorrow.
Mr. Gleen. Yo, Mr. Gleen and / Maven on the creative team. Mr. Gleen / Maven. Gotta get that right.
As bad as it sounds, I think I could write better storylines than some of these guys have done.
I think anybody could write better storylines than some of the guys that they've hired.
Yeah.
Let's just be real here.
Okay, well, I could write a better storyline than Vince writes.
I could too. Okay? That says a lot. Says a lot.
Bray should cleans the WWE of McMahon. Roman next.
I think Roman would be a good one. I think Brock would be better. Just sick.
I would love to see him attack Brock. Just because
You know what?
It puts
You know what? Here. Stop. No. I'm laying it out right here. This is how it should go down, okay? Bray beats Finn earlier in the evening. Die. I didn't kill it. Darn.
No, because it's flying around me now.
Darn. Bray beats Finn earlier in the evening at SummerSlam, right? Right. Most likely Brock versus Seth is going to main event, okay? So, Bray beats Finn. Yes. Finn is gone. He's like, whatevs, peoples. He's disappeared. He's taken vacations. Brock versus Seth. Brock retains over Seth. Brock is like, woohoo, celebrating. And then out of nowhere, it's like, his music is like, and then it's like, lights go out, and Bray shows up, and then he takes him out, and then Bray is the next one in line for a championship opportunity, and then Bray is the one who beats him, and Brock Lesnar leaves for good. Then Brock Lesnar comes back just so then he can win the title again, and then Matt Riddle beats him for good.
So is Bray number one in power rankings or is KO? That's a good question. I think they're both right now big, but I think Bray, because of his story, I think both story. I think Bray is the best storyline going right now because it's unknown.
I kind of KO. I think KO is number one in power rankings, and
Bray is number one in unknown.
Yes.
And Chaos, Elias will be with Bray. Yeah, because he's going to walk with Bray here soon.
So am I.
Chaos, that's exactly why I think Brock should be next. He should take Brock out because he is the big man on the list.
Then he'll have the championship opportunity.
I don't care about the championship opportunity.
I think he should have a championship opportunity.
The thing is...
And then Bray's the big bad guy who beats him.
the thing is, okay, if he takes out Brock, it shows the rest of the WWE that this guy will go after anybody.
This is no joke. Like, this is no joke. Like, anybody. Legends, Brock, who's the beast, who's unstoppable, anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. He should go after one of the women, too.
So what's that tell you, Export? That they write the same story for everything?
OC. Yeah, they have all the championships. New Day have all the titles. Undisputed Era about to hold all the NXT titles come Toronto. That's right. Although I do have theories about that, too. So, you know.
Brock should go down at Mania. Yeah,
But the thing is, he's been taken down at Mania a couple times now. Like, he was beaten by Seth at Mania. I understand there was a lot of low blows in business. But, like, he has been taken out at several different spots, and then he disappears, and then he shows up again and wins a stupid Money in the Bank briefcase, and then that was the best thing they had going, and then they cashed it in.
Yeah.
Like, that was the best thing for Brock. Like, I honestly wish they would have waited longer to have him cash in.
Yeah.
Until, like, I almost wish. What if Becky wins? Lights go out, fake bumps, Fiend standing, Becky laying motionless. I
guess that would show that, he's going after anybody.
I would be okay. Yeah, it would. I think, honestly, if we're going to do this, have him be taken out have him take out anybody and everybody. Have him take out Brock. You had him take out Mick. You have him take out Becky. You have him take out James Woodfate. See, Elijah knows.
Yeah.
But I think that would be good.
Yeah. Definitely.
SummerSlam would have been a perfect cash-in. See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like cashing in Extreme Rules was fine. But I almost wish they would have pushed it out a little further. I really do. Because I feel like that was the best spot for Brock. He didn't have to be on TV all the time. He did not have to be on TV all the time.
Yeah.
He did not have to be on TV all the time. But he was still, he could show up every now and again and people would go,
he still say EC3 is chasing the 24/7 championship somewhere.
It's so disappointing.
Or just dreaming about it,
like,
maybe.
Just go back and watch stuff from NXT, guys, because it's just sad.
Why does this need to happen
then? No, James would need to film his reaction though. Like for real. Set up a camera.
Yeah.
And then just Becky passed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh! and just dies.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting.
It would be funny. It really would be funny. So yeah, no, I don't know, man. But I think they need to do. He should have. Okay, Brock is the biggest legit name to ever be in WWE. He will not or should not take a real loss until the main show of the year. I understand where you're coming from. I get that. I also think that
this is part of the reason that people don't like Brock.
Because he doesn't lose until Mania.
He
should have kept the stupid boombox gimmick. Like I said, best thing he had going for him. Best thing right there. Like, people actually liked him. Like, they actually liked him. Like, actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. So here's the thought. What if, using your theory, Chaos, leading up to Mania, anybody that Brock is feuding with, the Fiend attacks.
That could be fun. Like every person he's facing. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he would attack everybody that Brock is going to wrestle up until Mania.
You know what would screw with his head even more is if he did it right before the match was about to start and then the guy was just laying there and Brock is like, well.
Yeah.
My job is easy.
Yeah.
Get the 1, 2, 3. Or match never happens because the guy can't wrestle. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, there's a lot of ways they could do it. But I think Bray versus Brock would be really good.
Yeah. Definitely.
Honestly, just have him take him out.
So Seth ends up getting killed by Brock.
We didn't even talk about the Seth and Dolph thing.
It's because all we need to know is Seth got killed by Brock.
Okay, well, Dolph comes out.
How are they going to explain this?
I understand what the purpose of Dolph was.
Well, me neither, but, that's beside the point.
Well,
Well,
no, but
I think-
also, he keeps mentioning Goldberg, and so I've seen rumors that we're potentially going to see Dolph versus Goldberg, when right in front of their faces they have Shawn versus Dolph, which they kind of created last week. And so I don't understand why we're not just doing that. So we're probably going to see Dolph versus Goldberg.
If
and
they
that should
did
be
that, if
fun.
they had Bray destroy everything leading up to, he could always come out and go, Brock, let me
The
in.
Fiend should attack Paul Heyman.
I think he should attack him too.
Just attack
That's
everybody.
definitely.
Everybody. OC guys.
I think that, if they really wanted to make it interesting, Bray destroying everybody that Brock fought would make it, real interesting. Matt Riddle is a pipe dream. I doubt we would ever let that up. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I think they should.
I think it should too, because I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to let it happen.
It should, though.
So here's the question. How are they going to do this Seth thing?
Okay.
With only 2 weeks left before SummerSlam. And him
Dolph
hurt.
to OC.
I
feel like OC is going to convert somebody, but I don't
Ricochet.
know who. Ricochet could be, yeah. I mean, that Ricochet makes no sense. So Seth. Are they going to try and have Seth replaced at SummerSlam? Like have somebody else go in his place?
Goldberg versus Braun.
Braun.
As long as Goldberg doesn't knock himself out before the match.
And I was like, if I was told that I'm going to have a match with Goldberg, honestly, I don't know if I would be excited or not. Because just previous, things that have happened. I just don't know if I'd look forward to having a match with the guy.
Yeah.
I
mean,
nothing against him. But, we saw his performance at, places. Moxley. We saw his performance at, Super Showdown. Just, I don't know.
I agree. He was never a good wrestler. Goldberg was never a good wrestler. But his character is what made him.
He's not exclusive to AEW yet.
Give him time.
Ooh.
What female superstar would you like to see join the OC?
Lacey?
No. That's a good question. That'd be a good one, I think.
I think Rhea would be good. Rhea Ripper.
Or
Ripley.
Or Rhea Ripper.
Rhea Ripper. I don't know.
Whichever one you want to pick.
Whoever.
Ripley, Ripper,
That we have Rhea Ripley and Rhea Ripper. Rhea Ripper is like her evil twin.
Oh, they don't have the same last name there.
Close enough.
Just because
It's her
the same first
doppelganger.
name doesn't mean they're related.
It's her doppelganger.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Sasha. I don't know, man.
I think Sasha.
I don't know why the first one that came to my head was Lacey.
I think Sasha's too big for the OC. Yeah, definitely. Liv Morgan. I could see Liv Morgan. Liv
Depending
Morgan
on
might
what
be
they
a good one.
do with her, though.
Yeah. Definitely.
Brock versus
But I
Goldberg
think
is
she'd be a
pretty
good
much
one.
match.
Ripper sounds better. Definitely.
Rhea would be crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just felt like the first one that came to my mind was Lacey, and I don't know why.
I can't see her being part of the OC.
But it just I don't know.
I mean, just her character, doesn't fit in.
I don't know.
I think Liv Morgan, since
But
they're
what
going to
about
kind of rebrand her.
I was gonna say, what about Liv Morgan makes you think about putting her in the OC?
Well, since they're rebranding her, I could see her coming into the OC.
Yeah.
Even Rhea Ripley, I could see coming in.
Yeah.
Or Ripper.
Io could be fun.
I don't know. With her whole character change now,
She's mean. She's mean. AJ and the club are mean.
I get that, but I see her more of a...
Mean.
I get that, but I see her more of being by herself.
I do too.
I see her attacking the OC more than I see her joining the OC.
And an apology for
show up to Punk's
WWE.
house and offer an apology to Punch.
That's funny. That is funny. So, guys, Seth. He gets killed. Like killed.
So how are they going to do this?
Like, blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, not everywhere, but like...
Considering they weren't going to have blood on WWE.
Why would they need a female... I mean, they don't really need a female member, but, just to think about it. Of who they could
Export?
use. It's called creative thinking.
Yes.
Jeez. No.
Don't shoot down ideas.
Yo, Shiraz. New gimmick. Money. Export. Money. That's why. So yeah, Seth gets, thrown on chairs, stomach first, and he's, coughing up blood, and, it's not good.
You can't tell me that didn't hurt.
No, it had to have hurt.
And then he got thrown on the stretcher.
No, he did. I was sitting here watching it, and I was, working on something on the computer for the stream, and I was working on the thumbnail. And then, Brock's music hit, because, he was supposed to have a match with Dolph, right? Dolph comes out to Shawns' music to mess with everybody, and then, gets on the mic and, gives people crap. The match doesn't even get started, and then Brock is out here, and Brock just kicked the crap out of him, threw him across the arena. Not the arena, I guess it's more of the barricade, whatever, you know what I mean. He threw him across there a couple times, and then he F5'd him into the ring post. Then he put him in the ring, and then he grabbed 2 chairs, or a chair. He set it up, he sat in it, got up, and then he F5'd him again into the chair. While it was, up, and then he, his, ribs and, stomach, went for, into the chair. Guys, that had to have hurt, right? Seth needs some time off. People are really tired of him. He is legit hurt. I won't be shocked if he's written off. Seth loses to Brock, and then Becky breaks up with him after the match. Stop. Trying to make him more of a sympathetic face, but too far.
Better
Seth
yet.
loses everything. Did anyone notice that this time they did not have Becky showing concern? No, she was just standing backstage. She was kind of
Yeah, she was in the background.
She was there, but she wasn't Seth, are you okay? She was well, that was probably not good. And Roman was the one that was bro, are you okay? I mean, I think that was good to kind of stick with her character.
Considering he's legitimately hurt, being thrown out on a stretcher and thrown on chairs
no, but the thing is,
probably is not good.
He's been hurt by Brock, though, hasn't he? He's had, several things with his ribs.
Yeah.
After WrestleMania, and then they continue, why would you continuously be sure, throw me into the chairs.
17
I'm cool with
times.
that. It's fine.
And hey,
break my ribs.
How about when we get in the back? How about you throw me on?
How about you throw me on the stretcher too?
Yeah.
Like this. Like the chair's standing up, dude. The chair's standing up, and you have the back of the chair, and then he's just F5'd. He's what splat? That hurt me watching it.
Little fettuccine. Going back to the Seth loses to Brock, and then Becky breaks up with him after the match. Not only does she break up with him, but she comes out and says, "I am the man." And puts him in the armbar.
I don't see that happening, but okay.
I did not know he was really hurt. I didn't either. Well, I knew he had some injuries.
I did too.
But I didn't think they were bad enough that they were going to, take him off TV. But now that he's been thrown on the chair 17 times and on a stretcher, I would not be shocked if he's actually
This is why I said,
hurt.
are they going to... and Becky and Maven Maria. So, she's got, just kick Seth to the curb at this point. I mean, come on, guys. Should have just ran him over.
Yes, definitely.
No, but he got killed. He got killed, and then he got put in the stretcher, guys. He got put in the stretcher. Brock comes up and is no, stop the car.
Where were all the cops?
Stop. Exactly. Where were the cops? Brock should have been, what is the word?
I don't know.
Not arrested. Not manhandled.
Ran over.
No, not ran over. Restrained. He should have been restrained. That's the word. Seriously, he came up and was stop the ambulance. Stop. I'm taking him out of here to beat him up some more. So the guy stops the car, and he goes in the back, he swings the doors open, and then he pulls Seth out, and Seth just goes, wee! And, slides across the floor on the stretcher. It was so funny.
So, is this going to be the end of Heyman and Brock?
I don't know because
Heyman
was like, Brock, stop. You need to stop. And then he went back and did it again.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Brock, no. Seriously, stop. Like, stop. So, I don't even know. Stabbed.
Who got stabbed?
Too far. I don't know, man. He should have just ran over him. He really should have.
Yeah.
He should have. He just should have stopped the car, gotten out of it, thrown him out of the thing, gotten in the front seat, and then backed over him. I feel like that would have been a lot less painful than what he went through.
Or he should have just hijacked the ambulance and then you never saw it again.
I don't know, man. But he got killed. So.
Yeah. Brock isn't the issue. No one else being able to be a top guy is more...
But I don't think that's the problem because they could easily make somebody the top guy. Like, they really could. They just choose not to.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if I necessarily think of Brock. I mean, he's a top guy. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think of him as much of a top guy as other guys that are there just based upon how much he doesn't show up. You know?
If they could, they would have. Who have they given a shot to?
Exactly. Like, that's the problem, is that they haven't given anybody a shot to try and make them a top
Seth
guy. So I feel
Roman.
like that almost, like...
I don't know if they've given a shot to anybody.
I don't either.
I mean, you have your big NXT stars that come up, and then they don't use them.
Yeah. Like, they could be huge stars, but they're not.
I agree.
I agree, Roman was horrible. They tried to make him a top star. Seth could, if they let him go.
But look what they're doing. They continue to try to use them.
Shane said it right there. They don't want stars bigger than the company anymore. There are a handful of them. Boy, I can't speak. There are a handful of them right now that still show up every now and again. John Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold.
I don't know if Cesaro could be.
There are very few, like I honestly think the last star that was bigger than the company is probably Cena. Because I just don't think they're letting anybody get bigger anymore. I really don't.
Do you think that would have mattered if The Rock was there now? Him, Stone Cold, but The Rock didn't start
out
the thing
like that.
is you look at The Rock, you look at what he did. He didn't shine until he changed his character.
Yeah.
When he changed his character, that's when he started to shine.
Yeah. Stone Cold would shine because of his mic skills.
Well, Stone Cold's the same way. I sat there and watched him,
At the beginning, it wasn't good.
I think the issue is if you don't give him a shot, it doesn't make any difference what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, only if they get the chance.
I think right now they have someone in NXT that could come up and be like Shawn Michaels.
Adam Cole?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was probably...
And be that big of a star.
Like, I've said that forever. Like, he has the personality. He has everything. Want proof Elias was going to be that guy, so they shut the hype down. Yeah. They did.
Yeah.
They really did. They've screwed with Elias so much at this point. Like, it's not even funny.
I agree.
Like, I used to like Elias.
I remember when we were talking about Elias for
Elias
president.
we were. That was back at the Royal Rumble. We were like, Elias for president. Come on, guys. Like, for reals. And then they just ruined him. Like, they made him the biggest acquisition. They did all this stupid crap with him.
And the funny thing is, Elias didn't have to be big in the ring.
No, he didn't. It was his gimmick.
It was his
that got him
character
across.
that made him big.
That's what it was. And they ruined it. Don't touch my Adam Cole. Sorry.
Hey, Export,
He could
I
be
hope he
huge.
stays in NXT because that's where he's going to be, like, successful. Because if he comes up to the main roster, it's not going to work out.
I am so glad you did that comparison to Shawn Michaels because I've been saying that for forever. Literally forever. Like, he could be Shawn Michaels. Like, he could be. He really could. He has the personality. He has the mic skills. He has the everything. And what do they have against Drew? I don't know, man. Don't know. But I don't know. Take that chance. That's what Rock Stone Cold did. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Look at Elias in England. Oh, walk with the Elias. Yeah.
Take the chance. That's what Rock Stone Cold did. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I think the one thing about them is if you look at their careers, initially they weren't big stars.
No.
And they kind of built what they had. I know it will. I agree.
100% export. 100%.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense because, I mean, obviously you can have factions out there that come up and are, like, big.
See. What temperature do you think Brock likes
Raw.
his steak?
He
I love
likes
the
it raw.
fact that was a question that was just asked. What temperature do you think Brock likes his steak cooked at? I don't know. I don't really eat steak, so I don't really know what kind of a temperature steak needs to be cooked at.
He likes eating it right off the cow.
Stunning Steve Austin. Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh. Like, nobody even remembers him for that.
No.
Nobody. Because it was not good.
No.
So, like, you know? I don't know, really. It was not good.
No, it wasn't. And, you know, I don't think that they'll, again, there's not going to be, as long as Vince is in charge, there's not going to be a big
There will not
big,
be anybody else who's
big
bigger
star.
than the company.
Rocky might be with the shoulder breaker. Yeah.
Oh boy, I remember watching Blue. 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 That's funny. You know, I remember when Rocky he showed up at like that Survivor Series or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember that. Boy, oh boy, that hair, that outfit.
Him with
Laughable.
Oil Man.
That was laughable. Laughable, guys. And then he was put in that Nation of Domination thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, he became, you know, The Rock.
I was like,
The Rock. Pillman.
yeah.
With the oil man. Oilman, Pillman, whatever.
Same thing.
Same
All
difference.
the actors seem to love Ricochet.
They really do.
He has a shot.
I
but
was really, really disappointed. I'm not going to lie, guys. I was really disappointed when Andrade didn't win. Like, I just wanted Andrade to get that push so bad. Like, I mean, I'm fine with Ricochet winning. I think it's fine. Rocky was brutal.
You think Paul Heyman will ever book another Dangerous Alliance if Vince is cool with it? I don't know. I think Vince would have to be cool with it.
Cool with it.
I think that's where you have the issue.
Cool with it.
You know, Vince came out this week and talked about how WWE is not going to be
Oh yeah,
the
we didn't
brutal,
talk about this.
bloody thing that AEW
Let me see
is
if I
gonna
can
be.
find the article to read. Hold on.
And then tonight, you know, they have like Seth destroyed by him.
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me see if I can search the article. Continue talking.
If so, would you who would you like in the faction? Are you asking who would you like in the faction? I don't know.
Here, I think I found it.
Yeah, somebody not doing blood and guts.
Club got the titles. Hold on, I found the article itself. It says when discussing the WWE creative content getting a bit more edgier.
They're both really good.
Vince
The club gets the title.
Vince said that they will remain PG.
I can handle the club having the titles.
They will remain in the PG environment, and they will not go back to the Attitude Era. but they will do some more controversial things and better storylines. He said they won't do blood and guts and things of that nature, such as what is being done with our new potential competitor, a reference to AEW.
It's funny, they talk about not doing blood, and then they have Seth tonight, like, spitting up blood.
Then Vince says that the blood and guts and gory things that they have been doing, AEW, he says that that's not good and that's bad things. And then he adds that he can't speak for TNT, but he can't imagine that the network would put up with that kind of content continuing from AEW.
He might have met death matches. But I think if you're going to keep it PG, you walk a fine line there when you start letting, you know... I'm surprised some of the things they've done with the Maria and Mike Kanellis storyline.
I do agree with that. There are a lot of definitely
just
more
some of the things they
controversial
say.
things.
Yeah.
More things that you don't hear regularly that are being said. So, like, I don't know what it would take to get you bumped up to a TV 14 rating, but I feel like they're on the verge of doing that because they are doing... Like, you can't just sit there and say it's TV PG for violence at this point. Because there's more than that. So...
Oh, definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
Tony said the deathmatch stuff won't be in their weekly TV show, maybe on pay-per-view. I didn't figure things like that.
Maria will take them out of the PG era.
Some of the things she said, I'm shocked at, you know...
The PG rating,
I agree.
it does mean
it
nothing.
Means nothing.
Because it's not accurate.
Well, because, parental guidance is like, okay...
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You need your parents to sit there and watch it with you.
I do. It makes no sense. But they could literally do anything they want. It's like, pretty much. So I don't understand why they just don't. And then you watch. And the funny thing is, if they're on USA Network and USA has other shows on it, like if they want to, they're gonna be like, oh, we want to be. Well, I don't understand how TNT would be okay with the blood, guts, and gory stuff.
That's the one thing that confused me.
Because they have television shows that have a lot worse than that in them. So how is that any different?
Well, that's the thing that confused me with one of the things Vince said is I don't think TNT would want all that blood and guts and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay.
How is that any different than any regular TV show that is put on that has language, that has
How is it any
blood,
different
guts,
than some
gore?
of the... Okay, but how's it any different than some of the commercials they show in between some of the matches?
Uh-huh. That's something else, too.
You can always ask a serious question.
Go ahead.
You may not get a serious answer.
Go ahead.
Favorite WWE female superstar tip here on Play With Me.
Serious question, Shane. What is it? Live sports are different.
They are so different.
Super serious. So serious. Okay, wait.
Why does one think the AEW Weekly Show will be better?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know that it'll be better.
I don't either. We haven't even seen anything yet.
I think here's the issue.
There are a lot of people that are either pro WWE or pro AEW. They can't be both, which I don't understand.
And that's where the issue is. People apparently don't want the competition. So they're either for WWE or they're for AEW.
Why can't we just be for pro wrestling?
There is no reason that you can't like both of them.
Why can't we just be pro wrestling? Pro wrestling.
And so, when we sit here and we talk about this, I don't know that, I think, me personally, I think that both could be good.
I do too. I like both. I think both are great.
If we didn't like both of them, we wouldn't watch them.
I do agree with that. I think if they weren't good, we wouldn't be watching them. And so... the current product isn't that good at all. It really isn't, but we're still sitting here watching it.
Well, there's a lot of issues there. I think the big issue is there's been no competition.
Yeah.
Nothing has forced them to change. Ratings didn't matter to them, obviously.
No, it didn't matter until recently.
So, now that they have some competition, And I think one of the reasons that ratings didn't matter to him is
because they didn't have competition.
people had to come to WWE if they wanted to see wrestling, for the most part. People that don't buy the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. At their worst, they're top rated Monday and Tuesdays. They're part of the. I mean, I think they're even top in a lot of, compared to baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
They won't top football.
Yeah.
But, comparing them to other sports, they're ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as long as they stay that way, I don't see changes other than now you're going to have some competition.
If AEW thought they could be better, they wouldn't be on Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that WWE has probably their best product.
I think the one thing about
NXT.
AEW being on Wednesday, I think they tried to pick a day where they weren't going head-to-head.
Yeah. But they still will be going head-to-head, though, because you have NXT.
Well, they'll be against NXT, but, I mean, that's on the WWE Network, so it's not like anybody's going to be... If you have the WWE
Network,
Network,
well, for the sake of us, I wish it was on a different day, or they need WWE, you need to move NXT to a different day, because I'm sorry, we're going to have AEW to watch, too. Don't know how that's going to work out, to do 2 shows. Explain. We're going to have Mondays for Raw, Tuesdays for nothing. Well, 205 Live. Wait, is 205 Live still going to be on Tuesdays? It's not going to move when SmackDown moves, is it? I wouldn't think so. No, but 205 Live on Tuesdays. Wednesday, we're going to have NXT, NXT UK, and AEW. Thursday, nothing. And then Friday, we're going to have SmackDown.
AEW needs a really big name to compete. Maybe Goldberg, maybe Cena, even Hogan.
Heard they sacrifice NXT to go head-to-head with AEW when NXT goes to FS1. Put some of the main roster guys on it and possibly Vince controlling it. Oh.
If Vince is controlling it, nothing could go wrong. Everything will be good.
Wow. NXT 8 p.m., AEW 10 p.m.
That's interesting.
My oh my. That'd be late for a show.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
We'd
Which
still
makes
watch
you
it.
wonder, is AEW going to have a little more...
risque things?
I've heard the FS1 move.
I have too.
Yes.
Not the Vince part. Good grief. If Vince gets control of NXT, we're all doomed.
Yeah.
We're all doomed. It's just going to go downhill real quickly if Vince gets control.
Yeah, definitely.
Just real fast. Like, it won't be good. At all. EST, Eastern Standard Time, so what time would that be for us?
9 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a dipstick. I knew NXT was on at 7 for us.
Yeah. I don't know. People, if you like wrestling,
Like wrestling.
watch wrestling.
I like wrestling. I watch wrestling.
If you don't like wrestling,
Don't watch wrestling.
don't watch it.
Like, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple questions, guys. Pretty simple answers.
And the whole WWE versus AEW thing is kind of like out of.
Exactly. Vince is too focused on XFL for Raw and SmackDown.
I have a feeling that Vince is going to be focused on XFL to get it up and running.
I
think he's going to take a
that's why
step
he
back
brought
on
in
everything.
Heyman and Bischoff, was to run Raw and SmackDown because he's going to be too focused on XFL. So, how much of a say is Vince really going to have come around to when XFL is, like, up and running and he's going to go get that off the ground? You know? How much of a say is he really going to have?
Well, he's going to be too involved in XFL stuff right now, I think. Now, after they get started, he may come back and, like...
Ruin
get more
everything
involved.
again?
But I think initially he'll be at the XFL stuff.
I do too. So I'm hoping things get better in that time frame.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be the best.
Do you think he'll ever do commentary again before he actually leaves the company to his family?
I hope not.
No.
I just don't want... I'm good.
No.
You know, I like Corey Graves. It's fine.
Eric Bischoff's first night was last week, right?
No idea.
I don't know that we actually got an official, like, this is his.
If it
first
was, I
official night.
couldn't really tell. Could you tell?
Yeah.
Because
He has
if
to make
it
the
was
decision.
his, if it was
Bischoff
his
started
show,
writing it.
no idea.
I would almost wait till after. Well, I had said wait till after
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules, but wait till after SummerSlam. You got your big pay per view coming, and then I'd have these guys starting to do their thing. I mean, maybe they've had a hand in it now. Needs to do this XFL thing because people love football, and I think if you do it right,
Not me, I'm good. I like wrestling. Just thought I'd put that out there.
I think that you could have a good thing with, you know, the one thing that all the other leagues have tried to do when they form their
If it wasn't this, thank God, because I heard Vince rewrote the whole show. Promos.
more bullet
More
points.
bullet points.
Yeah. The one thing with the other leagues that have tried to form for football, they did not have the TV in place. Vince McMahon went out and got TV in place. So I think that this league has a shot at making it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a true statement.
Well, I mean, you got it on the major networks.
What network?
Huh?
What network?
ESPN, he's on ABC.
Oh, I don't pay
I mean,
attention.
they're out there. He's on the major networks.
I don't pay attention at all.
And all their games are going to be seen,
Fun.
which is something that hasn't.
My bad. My phone died.
I hate it when my phone dies.
Me too. It dies all the time. It makes me very angry.
That's because she's always using it.
It's because I'm on Twitter.
If she'd stop using it 24/7.
Twitter! I'm on Twitter all the time, guys.
I think when she goes to bed and she's asleep, she's in there like.
No, but I do watch TV before I go to bed. Recently, it's been Total Divas because we got the new network, and so I was like, well,
So what do you think about the new price points for the network?
you know, I think it's cool.
Anybody that has a network.
It's cool. The first one is free. The next one is $4.99. The
I think
next
it's
tier,
free, $4.99.99.
and then $14.99.
I get my Razer phone too at 12 p.m. Eastern.
Fun. I think
I think Heyman's already at work.
The
The
subject
guy
matter
was
was
right
right
on.
at ECW.
Yeah. Thing when we are on the W Network parade
Just pops up, scares the living daylights out of you. You don't know when it's coming. That would be
goes-
funny.
and he goes, "Let me in."
If he just like shows up, it's like, hello.
What's the new tier system?
Free. It is free. Wait, I have it on my phone. Hold up. You don't have to look anything up. You don't have to look anything up. I got it. Pause. Right there.
You should do it, Shane.
Okay.
Yes, pricing is out.
So, plan 1 is free, and you get to watch video clips less than 5 minutes each. You get the video archives 5 hours per month, access to 24/7 stream, and you can watch on all devices, and you have full commercials. Plan 2 is $4.99, and you can watch all video clips less than 5 minutes, watch the big 4 pay-per-view events, watch NXT TV, which are pre-recorded, access to the video archive, access to the 24/7 live stream, and you can watch on phone and tablet only, and you get limited commercials. Got plan 3, which is what everybody should have, I guess, which is kind of what it was before, for $9.99, and you get to watch all video clips less than 5 minutes, watch all pay-per-view events, watch live NXT TakeOver events, watch NXT Weekly TV, watch the Cruiserweight Classic episodes, access to the video archives, access to the 24/7 stream. You watch on all devices and have limited commercials. And then plan 4 is $14.99, and you get to watch all video clips less than 5 minutes, all pay-per-views, all takeovers, all NXT TV, weekly TV, the Cruiserweight Classic episodes, access to the video archives, 24/7 stream. You also get access to independent wrestling content, like Evolve. I've heard Evolve is one that you're going to be able to see, and there's another one. Like,
I saw Ring of Honor.
oh, I did.
I did see Ring of Honor on there.
And then you can watch that on all devices. There are no commercials on these ones, and you get fan perks. Don't know what that means, but right now we have number 9, and we've talked
The
about.
fan perks, from what I saw, was you'd have like first access to like tickets.
Oh.
You'd have like be first access to pay-per-view events.
Oh.
Fun.
I
mean, those were the couple that I saw. So I don't know if they'll have more or not.
I almost think it'd be worth it just to tier up to the $14.99 one. So we'll probably end up doing that at some point, just to get the other independent content.
And we'll see what they have.
They are gonna have no commercials. So
I mean,
that'd
if they,
be nice.
if
no commercials.
The thing is, if they sign a deal with New Japan Wrestling,
New Japan Pro Wrestling, say right.
It'd be interesting if they had done that. And if they started carrying that on there.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have some more independent wrestling on the network.
Yeah.
How was the search?
Actually, really good. Like I feel like it's better than it used to be.
I haven't played with it a lot. The couple times
Tired
I played
of the
with
tap
it,
out commercials on the network. It's like go work out, go work out.
The little bit I've played with it, it seems to be a lot easier.
It is. It
to
really
find
is.
What you're looking for.
I like the superstars thing and how it's available on the TV now. And when you click them, it'll show you most of the pay-per-views that they're in, and then like stuff like that.
Well, then if you want to watch a pay-per-view, you can go to if you want to just see a specific match. It's pretty easy to pull up the pay-per-view and then go to that specific match.
It used to be divided by year, and I didn't necessarily like that because it was a little more difficult to search by. But now you look at it by pay-per-view and then you search it by year. So like if I wanted to look at SummerSlams, I can click SummerSlam and it'll give me all the SummerSlams, and then I just got to go to the top and click whichever year I want, which is really nice.
They're supposed to be coming out, Chaos.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next, I think they said in the next couple months is when everything's going to be rolled out.
Yeah, but they wanted to get the update for right now.
Yeah, they gave the update, and then in the next couple months you're going to start. You'll see kind of some gradual changes from what I've read, and then the price changes are supposed to start in the next couple months.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
So. We have to finish talking about Raw.
Samoan Summit.
We still have the last segment. We've, kind of got off topic there for a long time. We were talking about Brock killing people, Bray killing people. I mean, just lots of people killing people. Now we got the Samoan Summit. Going into this, I was like, what? In the Holy Flyer Firefly? That didn't come out right. What? In the Holy
Firefly Funhouse. There, I said
what
it for you.
In the Holy Firefly Funhouse even was a Samoan Summit? Did anybody know? Because I did not. I have no idea what the heck a Samoan Summit even is. Explain that to me, guys. Well, essentially it was Joe coming out saying, oh, well, the summit has been canceled. Roman, just get out here. I want to whoop you upside the head. So, Joe and Roman fight each other. Then Drew comes out of nowhere. And, he beats him up. Cedric comes out of nowhere and helps beat up Drew and Joe. Then the Usos come out. OC comes out. And then we just got a brawl.
Pretty much.
Cedric had a really cool dive off the top of the screen. That was really cool. But Usos, Roman, and Cedric clean house. Can we get a tag team ladder match at SummerSlam?
No.
Stop. Can we get a tag team ladder match at SummerSlam with the Usos versus the Revival versus OC versus Viking Raiders? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I want to see Viking Raiders included in the championship spot.
If it's not for the title, I'd be cool with it. If you're talking about having it
then
for the
why
title,
are we having a
no?
No. Why would you have a ladder match if it's not for the title? Does that make any sense?
I do not know. Does it make any difference to me?
No, but what is the purpose of the ladder then?
Because then you can just beat somebody with a ladder.
Okay, whatever, but it makes no sense.
Jump off the top of the ladder and kill somebody.
It makes no sense. So
no, it doesn't. So I don't want
This is why we have to have it for the championships. That's the way ladder matches work, okay?
I don't want a title for the... I hate having 4 teams battling for a title.
So yeah, this ended with a brawl, and I'm thoroughly expecting to get an 8-man tag match probably next week. with OC and, you know, the dudes and the other dudes, whoever else was involved. Joe, Drew, Reigns, Cedric, Usos. Thoroughly expecting an 8-man tag match next week. Should be boring.
Yeah.
Only ladder match should be an IC title. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Can't believe how they're wasting Drew.
Yes.
Can't believe how they're wasting EC3. Braun.
There's a lot of guys that are wasted.
A lot of people, guys. A lot. I thought they were going to give Braun a push. Now he's doing something with Maria.
What happened to Bobby Lashley?
What happened to Barry Corbin? Anybody heard that name in a while?
He's on vacation.
He's been doing house shows, but he hasn't been on TV. Good thing. I would like to see a Dream versus Joe
That'd
feud.
be cool.
I think that'd be fun. You know, another segment that he didn't write down there was the Street Profits. Street Profits were backstage, and they were with their titles and stuff, and they said something about Maria, and she was pregnant, and what's his face?
Yeah, I'm excited.
What is it? Dawkins. That's what it was. He was like, "Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's pregnant," and Montez was like,
Bobby Roode is now a job.
"Do y'all remember when Maria said that Mike might not even be the father of the baby?" And then she was like, and it was really funny. They just went back and forth, and he was like, "No, dude, I'm not the you idiot. I'm not the father of the baby." And then right after that, Seth walked in.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. What are we doing? Foreshadowing? Trying to ruin people's lives?
Chaos. I'm happy there's no Baron Corbin. Yeah, me too.
Me too. I don't like him. I don't like the guy.
Are you saying Lashley is injured or like
injured question mark?
Yeah.
Lashley.
I mean, I realize you didn't put a question mark there.
Question mark? Holla holla player. I don't know, man. Yeah, Bobby Roode is also a jobber.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm glad there's no Baron Corbin.
There's Robert Roode.
Sorry.
Get it right.
Robert Roode, my bad. I'm happy there's no Corbin. I'm happy there's no Lacey. I'm happy there's no idiots. I mean, I don't even know who else. He is, yes.
Okay.
What is he injured with?
He got killed when he got thrown through the things exploded around him.
Well, he probably got... I would assume the injury would be from the Braun and Lashley match. Is an inactive list of superstars. I would assume so.
Probably hurt them.
Forgot. It's fine. It's cool, Shane.
Find out, Shane. Inquiring minds want to know.
Where did Bobby Lashley get injured? Nobody knows. So, what are we going to see tomorrow on SmackDown?
Matches.
We got another 10 minutes to kill to make it a 2-hour stream.
I don't know if we can pull this off.
I don't either. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
What does everybody want to see happen tomorrow
Montez
on
Ford should be on
SmackDown?
either commentary team.
He's good timing. He does.
I could stand...
He's funny.
You know, both of the Street Profits could be on the commentary. Can't believe my two favorites are missing, Lacey and Corbin.
Stop.
Hold on, I find Kofi vs. Orton replay package.
Yeah, that should be fun tomorrow.
Yeah.
That should be fun. Should be extremely fun.
I love when they do that.
I do too.
Or better yet, I love when they show a replay of what happened like 15 minutes ago. Just a recap of what happened 15 minutes ago, in case you, like, missed it.
It will be day 249 for tomorrow, and Murphy will still not have a match yet. I'm shocked he's counting. Export, you're counting?
Export has on his wall little notches.
249. You know what? This is funny. I follow Mr. Warren Hayes on Twitter, and he put up a post. He said he did the thing with the article I read a bit ago, and he highlighted the line, "We are not going to do blood and guts." That's funny.
And yet,
they did blood and guts.
They let Seth get
that
killed
was so
and
funny.
bleed.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Fightful, I think, but not 100%.
Whatever. Fightful's always got good information. I'll search it. It's fine. Find it somewhere. I'll find it somewhere.
Kubiko Wars vs. Iconics.
I really want them to have a match at SummerSlam.
I would just like to see them, like, on TV.
I would, too. I really would. Like, you don't have a clue. So, who is the MVP of tonight's show?
Nobody.
Brock.
Yeah.
But if you read the article, if you're like a normal person, you're like, okay, blood and guts, that means you're never going to have anybody busted open on TV.
So that's the one thing you don't know. Which is why Vince could, like, say, well, I didn't mean blood and guts. I meant death matches. You know.
Well, thanks, dude.
We're not going to go extreme.
Not to the extreme. Not even at Extreme Rules. I did. I saw it. You did kind of look like Warren. It's really funny. That face app is the death of people. Oh, wow. That was a horrible joke. Horrible joke, death of people. No. But I did see that. The face app, you guys seen the ones of the wrestlers? It makes me laugh. Alexa and Maria, MVP. Cedric.
Yeah, I might go with Cedric.
Lol. I do think Brock, though, because Brock was like, he beat the crap out of Seth.
Yeah.
Like, people were like, oh.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were excited, though, to see him beat him up. They were like, yes.
Face app on Vince.
Dude, there was a picture of it, I think. I think I have it in my phone. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Never mind. I don't have it. I have The Undertaker, but not.
Yeah, The Undertaker was scary.
It really was. There's one of, like, Kenny Omega. He just looks like death.
Yeah.
Like, walking death. No. Are we seeing a Shane and KO contract signing? No, is that a thing?
Is it actually a thing?
Stop. Let me look. No. I don't want to see a Shane and KO contract signing. We know how those end. With somebody going through a table.
Well, like, we really need to see that.
We really don't. I don't. Oh, bro, I swear to you, if we have to see that, I'm going to be a little bit upset. We do have the King's Court tomorrow. I want to see ratings for tonight.
I would bet that maybe the first hour was good, and then I would say it dropped off.
Of tonight?
Yeah, just because I think people might have been curious to see what.
Oh, I want to see New Day and commentary again tomorrow night. That'd be great. They were excellent.
I think people probably would want to come and check it out just to see how things were going to change, and then once they saw nothing really changed, they were like, "I'm leaving."
Did anybody watch Smackville on Saturday? Did anybody watch Smackville? Because I did. Did you watch Smackville?
No.
Okay, it was probably better for that. Smackville, I thought was like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this just because it was it was something on the network, and I figured I'd watch it, but it really wasn't worth anything. And I saw a lot of people say, if you want to get people to watch these network specials and you want to get people to pay attention, have people, have actually good things happen on it. Like, important things. If you don't have important things on them, nobody's going to want to watch them because it's just going to be your champions retaining. So, I understand what people are saying. It is more content for the network, which is fine. But like I said, nobody's going to want to watch it if it's boring.
Yeah.
If there's nothing happening. Shin versus Ollie, good match. I want to see them have a match at SummerSlam. It was excellent. After that, we had the Elias segment. I hated Elias, guys. I'm so sorry. I hate Elias now. Horrible. His stupid guitar thing took extremely too long, and I was getting so annoyed. I was like, bro, shut up. Shut up. Like, for reals. You're annoying. That was dumb. And then he got interrupted by KO, which I was expecting that. KO didn't attack him. He ended up, being like, oh, let's have a match. He got a ref down there, and they had a match, and KO won. And then we got the main event, which was Dolph versus Joe versus Kofi for the title, and, Kofi retained, and it really wasn't anything special. I heard that there was a women's match that, finished the show completely, but not on the network, of course, because it was only an hour long, which I thought was kind of stupid. That, they had KO versus Elias while Andrade and Black was on a dark match. That's stupid.
Why have dark matches in today's day and age?
I would have preferred to see Andrade versus Black instead of KO versus Elias, if I'm being honest. There was a women's match that I had heard was made for Smackville, but then didn't end up being on the show. Is WWE selling the Firefly Funhouse puppets? I want to buy the Evil Vince puppet. I wish.
I think they're supposed to be. Or she's supposed to be there tomorrow, I think.
King Trish?
Yeah.
King's Court. Yeah, she's going to be on King's Court. Thoroughly expecting, what's-her-face, Charlotte, to interrupt.
Yeah.
What's-her-face? Charlotte, what's-her-face? No, I'm thoroughly expecting her to interrupt. So, yeah. That should be fun for tomorrow. But, yeah, Smackville wasn't great. Don't recommend going and watching it. It wasn't worth anything. Take my advice.
Yes.
It was a waste of an hour. But the Big Show thing after, I thought that was good. There was a Big Show documentary thing talking about his hip surgery.
Awesome.
And he was told in April around WrestleMania that he could start training to get back in the ring or whatever. So that's cool. I kind of forgot about him.
Think with that.
I really did.
What is the point of airing it on a note?
Exactly. If nothing's going to happen, then why air it?
Who knows?
I understand it's extra content, but it's content that nobody's going to want to watch.
Yeah.
Because nothing happens. It's just content. That's
much
all it is. And like I said, it's going to be content that nobody goes back and watches again.
Yeah.
Because it really isn't
anything.
It's not worth anything.
Yeah.
So if you don't have anything happen on the show, it's just not super important. Nope. If anything, and to prove they can counter-program quick.
Which is why I don't understand why you have dark matches and things like that. Charlotte talks down on Trish, and then Amber shows up to shut her up. That'd be cool. Definitely be cool.
So yeah. I'd recommend watching the first match, Ali versus Knock, and then everything after that is just kind of trash. So.
I think we're gonna wrap up here.
I think so. Great show tonight, guys. Thanks for
Shane, I haven't forgot about getting the logo to you. Just don't have it done yet. As soon as I get it done, I'll get it to you.
But look at it like this. Yo.
How you doing, Austin?
What's up? How's it going?
I think we are going to wrap up here. We'll be back tomorrow.
Cameras are already there anyways. I mean, I do. Yeah. Cameras are there anyways, so I mean, why not film it? Why not put it on the network?
We will be back tomorrow night for SmackDown. Thanks, Scott, Shane, Export Chaos, Little Fettuccine, Elijah, Anthony, Forgetty, Austin, all for stopping in and talking in the chat. Anybody else that had watched the show?
Joe cannot survive a pin even on a house show on Triple Threat. That he had a Ziggler in it as well. That's funny.
Anybody else that stopped in, thanks for stopping in. If you have not subscribed,
make sure to.
Yes.
And click the notification
Hit the little notification button so you know when we go live. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're at.
Good day.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Peace
out. We'll see everybody tomorrow for SmackDown Recap. Peace.